Hey guys, welcome to the review show. My name's Austin. Haunted Mansion is a remake of the 2023 Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy, but this time not starring Eddie Murphy, but Stanfield. Sorry if I said that wrong. A woman and her son enlist a motley crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural squatters. I am actually a huge fan of the Haunted Mansion with Eddie Murphy. I think that one is, it's goofy, it knows what it is, it's very campy, but it's a lot of fun. And so I was not really that looking forward to this remake. It's a remake, not a live action remake, but it's a remake. So the remakes of the remakes are still going on. Disney is just remaking whatever. It doesn't matter if it's if it was already a live action or if an animation being remaked into a live action. It doesn't matter what they are what it is. They were going to remake it either way. And so, what brings this one new to the table? You know what? I'll say this. Owen Wilson, one person I was actually really worried about in this movie, was actually really funny. He was actually the saving grace of this movie. Even Steinfeld, I don't know how to say his first name, so I'm just going to say his last name. Steinfeld, he was even pretty good in the film. I think there was a lot of interesting moments with this story that could have gone somewhere. And there was times where you could relate to his character, where he was getting annoyed. And I was like, I'm with you there, dude. Like some fucking Tiffany's character, she's like a medium or whatever. She comes into this room and it's obviously played off for a joke. But she comes into this room and it's a dining room and she goes, "People used to eat here," and he's like, it's a dining room. And it's like, yeah, and it's supposed to be funny, it's supposed to be a joke, but I'm like, yeah, no, this is dumb, this makes no sense. Why is she being like this? This is just her character, she's just weird like that. But there's also other moments where he's just like, kind of sick of it, and it's kind of funny. But then he's also done stupid things where he goes to an investigation sort of site. Well, he comes to this mansion where this mother and son needed him to, prove if there was ghosts or not in this mansion, and he brings this camera that is just made up completely. It's probably a real thing. I don't know. To me, it sounds fake. It's like this movie prop that they just made up, and he brings his camera and doesn't charge it. He doesn't bring the battery, and he's just like, fuck, of course, dead, of course. While he's there, it's like, that's usually something that you probably check before you leave to make sure that it's fully charged or you have batteries. So he does stupid stuff as well. And that's pretty much all where this movie, good stuff in this movie is. There's a couple, I'll say another thing before we get into the bad stuff. There are bits where this movie does have horror elements that actually can, I can see a kid getting scared of. Now, after the 20th time of a painting move, it's not that very scary. And so it's like, and even the person next to me, sitting next to me, was getting very invested in this movie. I was like, you haven't seen a movie in 20 years, have you? It's like, she would get scared of literally everything. And it's like, and also be invested in this week's story. I'm like, I don't understand how you're crying for this. This doesn't make any sense. There was no build-up or any actual character development in this movie for being if you enjoyed the movie, great. I'm not trying to make fun of you, but for me, it's just like, I'm like, what? Is there something I missed? Because why are you crying? Is it because the script says, oh, this is where you cry? That's why you're crying? Oh, okay. There's just a lot of that stuff in the jokes. Besides Owen Wilson's jokes, they weren't very funny. The amount of fucking ad jokes in this movie. It's like there's literally a joke of every single time of them product placement joke. It's fucking ridiculous how many jokes like that there was in this movie. At that point, they should have just fucking winked at the camera. Here I got my sensual candle that I bought from Amazon. It's really baffling how many fucking jokes like that were in this movie. They even fucking ate Burger King. I don't know. is so on the nose and so in your face. Like, hey, go eat at Burger King. Hey, go buy it from Amazon. Hey, go to Costco. Go to CVS. Oh yeah, like you go check out this place. You know that Disney was checking the boxes with that, and that's what this movie feels like. It's just another check on the box scenes. It's like, okay, do that scene, we got that scene, okay, all right, cool. There was actually no tension or build up to anything, and I get it. It's a kids movie, horror movie. I didn't expect a lot from the scary side of things, but you can still have an interesting build up, straight up, semi horror movie for kids. Like, you want to do the painting moving to another paint. That's fine. Dude, great. That's like a nice little build up. Oh, wipe the mirror, ghost, boo. Like, there is good stuff like that. But it's like after a while it gets old of the same thing. It's like this is where you're supposed to be like getting really good. Like, this is where the scares are supposed to happen. Now, not the scares where you want to have like a little kid screaming out, running out the door, but something where it's like, okay, we're building to something, and the movie doesn't really build to anything besides this weird CGI fest at the end of the movie where everyone has like that blue Jedi Force tent, like when they're ghosts. It's like it looked bad. It looked very lazy. It's just like, hey, just grab the blue filter from Star Wars that we use, and we'll put it on the ghost. We'll use that so we can save cost and money, because we're Disney and we are really burning money at this moment. We're losing a lot of money. We don't know how to make films anymore. And we just don't learn anything about our characters. They don't, like, our main character has like a trauma past thing, and it's supposed to be like, this revealing moment. I'm like, yeah, that wasn't very much of a shocker moment. And even the mother and kid had a past thing that was somewhat similar to but our main character, and it's like, yeah, that wasn't very shocking either. And they spent maybe 2 minutes talking about it, and that's it. It's not actually something where they build up against they don't at all face their fears. They don't at all come together to face their fears. They're just like, yeah, let's do this. Demon. That's like, wait, but you're missing work. You're jumping the shark. It's very lazy. It's very dumb, and it's like, well, the script says so. We gotta do it. And when you could have had some interesting build character moments for them to come together. You can say whatever you want about the Eddie Murphy movie, but by the end of the film, you felt that they were a family. Here, I don't feel like they were friends at all. Like they were hinting some of a romance thing by the end of the film, or maybe it was being nice or something. But it's a Disney movie. I definitely think they were hinting at a romance thing. And if they do a sequel, which they probably will, because Disney doesn't know what they're doing, they will be together. I 100% agree. Or they're trying to build up a relationship between them in the next one. I guarantee it. I would put money on it, because it's just laziness, and you can just see it coming from a mile away. We have Haunted Mansion 2023, a D+. There's good moments. Owen Wilson was the best part. Even Stanfield, he gave off a pretty good performance, even in the moments where it's like, all right, like that was a heartfelt scene, but it didn't feel heartfelt. But when you watch it, when you're watching him, it's like, oh wow, he's really giving his all. So good for him, I guess. But yeah, it's just very one-note characters and very wooden dialogue. But yeah, I don't really recommend going out and seeing this. If you guys want to go see a kids movie, what is it even out for kids? They're showing Toy Story. Disney doesn't know what they're doing, so they're like, hey, let's just re-show movies that were classics. So they're showing Toy Story. I highly recommend taking your kid to go see Toy Story in the theater. That's like a great experience to go see. But yeah, anyway guys, thanks for watching. Like always, I'll see you guys in the next review. Bye guys.